Welcome to NARAL's The Morning After. Each Thursday, our podcast brings you the latest on reproductive health care, progressive politics, and the fight to keep abortion safe and legal.
All right, I'm Kelly.
I'm Michelle.
I'm Clarissa.
Yay! It's my favorite friends at Feminist Core. That's a lot of F's.
We're down with that.
Yeah. So, Michelle, you've been on the podcast with me at least 2 times, maybe even 3. And Clarissa, you've never been on the podcast with me, but you have been on it before I was ever here at NARAL. So, welcome back.
Yay.
Yay.
Glad to have you guys again. The duo.
The ambiguously gay duo.
But for real, people do seem to think that you guys are a couple.
I mean,
Are you a couple?
we're not exclusive.
Okay. Got it.
I mean, who is? It's 2019.
Right. Clarissa, you and I have a birthday coming up.
Yes.
My birthday twin.
Mm-hmm.
Next Tuesday. Say the
Yeah.
date. It's going to be party. And by party, I mean I'm going to have an all-day staff meeting in Cleveland.
Oh.
It's going to be great. So you guys have had a very busy summer.
Yeah.
It's been a summer.
I say at the end of the summer. So you started your summer off. I mean, I guess it wasn't starting, but it was like really getting going at the Garbage Fire Festival this summer.
Yeah, after surviving June.
Yeah, June, I just like to erase from the memory.
Yeah,
Like
it
just
doesn't count.
June's not a real month. June is not a real month.
What happened in June?
Exactly.
Pride.
Oh, God. Yeah, June was busy. Yeah.
Comfast.
Yeah, June was busy.
June is just when we don't ever talk to each other. We just like see each other in passing and go, what up?
Yeah.
All right, bye.
Yeah.
So July is when we all come back together. We're friends again.
That's true.
And you guys were at the Garbage Fire Festival, which was, how would you describe that? I mean, I know it's Abortion AF's gathering in Milwaukee to counter OSA. And you guys went and did cool stuff. What'd you do?
Oh, it was abortion summer camp.
It was everything.
Yeah.
We had the best cabin.
Yeah.
Dungeon cabin. Shout out.
We won the talent show.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Was there a talent show?
I mean,
No.
on the streets.
What does that mean?
No, not an official one.
So like I know that OSA's Operation Save America, it's a gigantic gigantic anti-abortion snooze
group.
fest. Also a terrorist group. So they have their biannual conference. How often do they do this nerd fest?
This one is annual. They have other offshoot conferences, but this is their big hee-haw.
Do you know why they
every summer.
chose Milwaukee?
They tend to choose states that they think have vulnerable legislation, that they are vulnerable legislators that they can manipulate. But I don't see that honestly happening in Milwaukee. I don't know in Wisconsin, but it's the middle-ish of the country. I feel like is the real
It's
reason.
got to be the Midwest.
Right. It's always the Midwest.
Or the South.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or
Same now.
Ugh, did not expect that when I moved up here.
Welcome.
Yeah, no, I think Wisconsin's interesting because it's like one of the states that became a swing state in 2016, which it wasn't before. So Ohio, I guess, is just solidly red in the eyes of this country right now. So we have Wisconsin and Pennsylvania and Michigan that are in play as swing
Which is
states.
wild.
I know. I don't really think of these as swing states. I still
No.
think of them as
At least-
pretty blue.
especially not Michigan.
Right. Like they had a good time in 2018. We did not. They did. So I'm jealous. So I guess let's just assume that they picked it because they think it's a swing state. And you guys like guest escorted at the clinic there.
Yeah.
How'd that go?
It was a
shit show.
I mean,
Yeah.
This
It was
is-
kind of the worst experience escorting that I've had.
mhm.
The day one, at least.
Yeah, day one before the Milwaukee police put up barricades after the first day because of the antis. I mean, because they were crazy.
So
So
it's
what's
kind of like playing rugby
What's the clinic set up in Milwaukee like?
It's
on the street.
it's on the sidewalk. Like
Okay.
the door is on. Like the first day, it was like because I've escorted at Kentucky and their sidewalk is much wider and they have a line that they can't cross and they don't have that in Milwaukee. So they walk all the way up to the door with patients like right in their face, being threatening and being scary. And it was really intense. Their escorts are really good. They fan out like almost like
Like a Spartan style?
kind of
Yeah.
like a rainbow, like
Mhm.
around like 3 deep around patients to get them
And
safely.
anti still managed to like pop up in the center of the escorts because it's like a full contact sport.
And the first day, that was their regular antis.
Yeah,
Like that
it wasn't
was
even
before the
OSA.
people from out of town were even in, and it was bad.
Oh, geez.
Yeah. So the police actually worked really well with NAF, like setting up barricades and like listening to intel and like being present, which was wild. Like I'm like, I've never experienced that before.
And you guys have guest escorted a lot of places. I know you've been to Mississippi, you've been to Louisville, you've been where else?
Pennsylvania,
North Carolina.
Atlanta,
Oh yeah,
Michigan, Detroit. Oh yeah, I did. You did Detroit as well.
Mm-mm.
No?
That was the summit that you went to.
Oh yeah.
so this is the worst you've seen, even like compared to Louisville, which is interesting because Louisville is the only Kentucky clinic left. So you would think that like,
it's bad.
It is bad.
Yeah, it's
I've
bad.
seen videos. It's not great.
It's very bad. It's just the setup of this. There's no line that you can't cross. Like it's very bad in Louisville all the way up till you get to that line that you can go across, and they can't. But in Milwaukee, they can follow you all the way up to the door, and it's scary.
And
I
it's
don't-
on a very busy street.
Yeah,
in
it's a
Milwaukee.
one-way street though. You
Yeah.
were telling me, right?
It's supposed to be.
So it's like you're playing Frogger trying to even get
Mhm.
to the clinic in the first place.
Yeah,
and you
'Cause
have
a lot of patients have to cross the
Yeah.
street.
I don't understand. I mean, I don't understand a lot of things, but like I don't know how antis can watch footage of themselves and not think that people are that desperate are going to do whatever it takes to get their abortion. Like if you are willing to wade the waters of some of these protesters, like you're going to do it.
Mhm.
Like I don't
It's amazing how brave patients have to be.
right. Just
Or
to get
desperate.
just to get routine medical care.
Right. And that's after you've already weighted financial barriers, legislative barriers, and everything else, like found childcare for your, like if you have children, found a ride, taken time off work. Like if once you're there, you're pretty sure that you won't have an abortion.
Yeah, I mean, at that point, you're just like, all right, just another dude. Let's
Right.
I'd fight. I'd probably fight if I was a patient.
You would.
Yeah, I would.
You would.
Well,
Let's
I mean,
throw down.
Antis also want that.
Mhm.
Yeah, no, that's true. I would absolutely be sued. So
Well, yeah, and antis also the whole concept of like, oh, we just want to make sure that you have the like right to choose. Like I've already made my choice. Like that's all BS. They're trying to scare antis. That's
Yeah,
their entire goal. Patients. Sorry.
I mean, the interesting thing about abortion is it really paved the way for informed consent about medical procedures. And the antis like to pretend that we're not giving everybody all the information and all the options. It's like, no. We are at the forefront of informed consent. It's just absurd.
It's over the top informed consent.
It
It's like,
really
are you
is.
sure? Are you really sure? Like I remember when I had an abortion, and I had to 400 times be like, yes, I'm really sure. Like I'm really effing sure.
Yeah, no, I mean, when I was working at a clinic, people were definitely annoyed by us doing the follow-up and like,
Yeah.
so if somebody's gotten that far, I'm pretty
like
sure they
the
know.
old white man on the sidewalk isn't like the linchpin that's gonna like be like, should I?
I
Like-
mean, even like people who are like just about to get their procedure done, if they express any like concern or doubt, then like we'll reschedule the patient if they want to come back and like let them have another like
Right.
time to think. Like it's not just all right, it's time to party, it's Friday. It's whatever.
No, and like nobody wants patients in our space to get care
No.
if they don't want it.
No, we're not about forced abortion.
No.
Sorry, guys.
It's
Anyway, so you guys have guest escorted, so you know a lot of these antis, just
Oh,
like
yeah.
on face. You have a lot of nicknames for them. I won't make you read all the nicknames for them. So like, can you tell me a little bit more about being national? Let's say you're notorious escorts.
I'm just Michelle's friend.
not her friend, her lover,
I mean, get real.
your wife.
Shh, don't talk about it. Yeah, it's fine. We're not afraid of any bitches. Sorry, I shouldn't have said that. We're not afraid of antis. They bring
No.
it. We're not afraid.
I think more of my question was just like, what's it like having all of the people you see in Charlotte, in Louisville, in Mississippi, in Michigan in one place?
Like the fan club?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that was fun.
It was fun. It was like I think we need baseball cards or something, so you can
Like
collect them.
A field
Like
guide.
yeah,
I mean, not unlike your Flat Earth Stanley.
Yeah.
yeah. All Flat Earth Stanley. That's a throwback. Thank you.
You want to tell people what Flat Earth Stanley is?
Well, Flat Earth Stanley was our take on Flat Stanley, which if you have young children or have had children, you might know is you have this flat person that the teacher gives you and you decorate it and mail it to a faraway relative. And then they like decorate it and send it back and
take pictures with
Take
it.
photos
yeah. So
with
we made
Journey
Flat Earth
Antis.
antis and traded with other clinics. And yeah, if some of our antis have been to DC, and we've had antis from all over the country here. They've been to Pride.
I
and-
still find them occasionally at my stop. There was one like Mark
She searches
Harrington was in my glove box.
purses a lot.
Yeah.
So, like she'll find like a Dobmeyer in her purse.
Davenport is actually hanging on my wall at home.
Yeah,
I-
that was fun.
We took one to a Boys to Men concert. I remember
Yeah, we
that.
did. When you
I
were
was
pregnant. I was like, will you film this? You're like, oh my God, filming while like the antis. I think that was Lauren Handy, actually, from DC at that time.
Oh.
Yeah, she's the UPS nun.
So other than like all like than guest escorting, what else did you guys do at the Garbage Fire Festival?
Well, meeting everyone was absolutely amazing
It was so fun. It
All
was,
your friends from across the country.
in one place.
and it was literally like a nonstop. Just it was so fun the whole time. Like, I mean, it was just amazing. We were like on our feet for like 10 or 12 hours a day,
Yeah.
but it like we woke up the next day like excited to do it.
It was
again.
like Hater Hanukkah.
It was
like, just
amazing.
every day was a present. Somehow we had energy to make it through.
It was so
all
great.
of it.
Sometimes somebody had to play Lizzo or something
Yeah.
to like get everybody like on the same page.
And we were
Yeah,
just greasy and stinky, and
And-
it was amazing.
and filled with joy.
yeah.
It was so fun. Like,
and then in the evening, we went to the beach and did lesbian things.
like went and-
Lesbian witch things,
Yes.
specifically.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then went and like, like we would all meet up in the evenings and like do a recap and like, share. And it was just like,
Sing Joni Mitchell.
yeah,
under
and the
full
beach.
moon.
But you met
That
some like
demonstrate
you
that
met some really
happened.
badass women that you hadn't gotten
Oh,
the chance to meet
yes.
before.
Yeah, it was, I mean, I feel like I have friends for life from
Mhm.
abortion summer camp. Like it was like we went through something fun together.
And how long were you guys there?
10
days.
days.
That's so long,
It was amazing. I wish
Yeah.
it was 20.
right? No, I hope it happens again and that I am able to go.
Yeah, it was so much fun. Like we have like
It was so well done.
it was really well done.
No, Abortion AF is like they are
Yeah.
good at what they do.
Yeah.
And I commend Liz Winstead for like creating that organization, and not like the name change is incredible too.
Yeah.
I
Centering the people who need to be centered.
Mhm.
yeah, they're just a good organization, and I'm happy that we get to work
Yeah,
with them
there's-
when they come to Ohio.
I know they're so fun and like they're fun, but it's all with a purpose. And it's
Yeah.
it's such a gift to get to be part of it.
And we've never had any event with that many escorts together.
Yeah, that was so, I mean,
That never happens.
that was so exciting. Yeah, we got to meet friends. Like, I mean, we got to see friends that we've only met once or people that we've never met in real life. Like, and I feel like it was all people that I felt like I knew,
And it
So-
was just great seeing the Mississippi people and Wisconsin
and
then-
Toledo.
and having like Mississippi antis like drive around the corner and yell. It's just like their antis were there.
yeah, it was
The escorts
poignant.
were there. So like when we were at the clinic, there would be antis we didn't know, but there would be other escorts from a different state that they would know the antis.
like,
And they're
they're
like,
ours.
good luck, Karen. You can't come in here. Like trying to sneak in the clinic as
Or
a
like-
patient.
Yeah, like Coleman, I don't have time for this. I have to look at you every other day of the week.
Well, you were telling me that they have a really interesting relationship with the folks down in Mississippi.
Yeah,
I think it's just the South in
It's-
general.
and that clinic has really created a very smart way of doing engagement that like is very purposeful and intentional, and it works really well.
Mhm.
And there's the southern piece where it's like,
Yeah.
if our antis were like, good morning, devils, we wouldn't be like, well, hello, thanks for meeting us at the gates of hell. Like it's very like cordially rude. I don't know. It's totally wild.
I would
love it.
tattoo that on my body.
It's beautiful.
Thanks for meeting us at the gates
Yeah.
of hell.
Anytime.
Right over
Like,
your vulva.
the most polite voice. It's amazing.
Yeah, and well, every clinic is different
That's true.
depending upon the setup, the antis.
Even
so
if they even allow escorts.
yeah.
Mhm,
So there's no like
Oh yeah,
specific
was
way
there
to
too.
escort.
Kentucky, Indy. There were
Yeah.
so many fun people. Like I can't even.
It's so interesting that there are like
Texas.
so many different ways that clinics have escorts, and yet there's like definitely a very like shared escort culture.
Mhm.
So that's
That's true.
neat.
Yeah, I think it's shared trauma.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yay. So this is definitely not Michelle's first foray into wreaking havoc. I say with love. You
Today.
I do. I do. You know I do. You were also featured in the news
Which time?
I think this most recent time was in Cincinnati
Mm.
at the Trump rally
Mhm.
where you had a sign that said Chinga la Migra. What does that mean, Michelle?
It means fuck ice, fuck borders, and fuck your wall.
All right, I'm going to write that down so I
It
can.
means F ice,
There we go.
F borders, F your wall, F border control.
Okay, cool. Because this is on the radio, guys.
Sorry.
It's okay. And why'd you do that?
I mean,
Why not?
our immigration policies and the way that we're treating people at our borders and within our borders is appalling.
Yeah, I know it's definitely a travesty.
Yeah,
It's-
and watching people celebrate it so openly and talk about immigrants like they're a different class of people. It's disgusting, and it needs to be effed up every time it happens.
So, who did you go into this rally with? How did you get into this rally without being discovered?
I went with
And what was the aftermath like?
I went with like four friends,
Mhm.
4 rallying friends, and we dressed up like Trump supporters.
What does that mean?
I had a Blue Lives Matter hat on.
You
and-
paid
no,
real American dollars? No, you didn't.
no, I jacked it. I'm not saying from a store or anything, but like it was around and it's mine now. So whatever. And my friend had a Make America Great Again hat on, and we just the absolute worst part was like the rally started at 7, and to get in and stuff, we had to get there early, and it filled up. It was like, come on, Southern Ohio. It filled up. It was like 20,000 people in there, and there were people outside that didn't get in. So we got there at 2:30, and we had to like
Suffer through it.
be part of this group of people in the auditorium for 4.5 hours. It was a nightmare, but yeah.
So how did you raise a ruckus enough to get cotton thrown out? I mean, other than like the giant banner that said Chinga la Migra.
Yeah, we all had different banners, and we were kind of lucky with our location because we were just to the left of the stage and up a little, but we were wedged in really well.
Mm-hmm.
And they had to like move people at the ends of the aisles to get to us. So it ended up lasting for like 7 minutes, and we just had to stop talking the whole time. And the best part was like when Fox News won't show protesters, so they just show the president for like I think 4 of the minutes just standing there waiting, like just like totally silent, like waiting for us to be evacuated.
I didn't know that Fox News had that policy, but it
Mhm.
does make sense.
Yeah.
So, how was it getting kicked out?
The police were really excited to do their job. It's almost like they were volunteering to do it. The cop that dragged my friend and I out, like by our skin, literally by our skin. Yeah, like twisted. He was like, "So are we gonna bust these guys for protesting or for trespassing?" And Secret Service is like, "Absolutely not." Like, what are you talking about?
I feel like Secret Service is probably one of those jobs where like I get paid to do that,
Yeah.
and that's why I'm doing
They're
that.
like, "I'm not taking a bullet."
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. They were like, "Have a nice day." But like the cops were like angry and crappy. And then outside there was just a whole hee-haw of Trump supporters
Yeehaw.
that we were teasing with. Like there was also a counter rally outside. So we went and met up with them.
You're like, what up, friends? And
Yeah.
they're like, what are you? Oh, you guys are cool.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm like, this hat isn't my real hat. Yeah. Yeah. These aren't my real clothes.
It's an imaginary hat.
Yeah.
But you guys, this was what was this rally about? Just
It's just another one of his campaign rallies he's been doing since he got elected.
yeah, that's a weird thing for people to do. But I mean, it's interesting that it was in Cincinnati, especially since Trump's gag rule on Title X has led to 2 closings in Cincinnati of 2 Planned Parenthood locations. So we have Springdale and I think Western Hills, I think is the name of it. Yes, Springdale Health Center and Western Hills. So that's gonna like 6,000 patients, I think, are going to be losing access to healthcare because of those 2 closed Planned Parenthoods because of the Title X gag rule. So that sucks.
It's really unfortunate and not helping anyone.
No, Cincinnati's an odd town. It's very Catholic, but like there's a lot of cool people, a lot of cool culture,
Mhm.
but it's also still basically the South because it's across the river from Kentucky. So thanks for raising hell.
Anytime.
In recent news, Michelle's best friend, Senator Peggy Lehner's bill is coming back next week. This is the fake science bill. It's would require doctors to tell patients about the potential for abortion pill reversal, which
It's not real.
not a thing. There is not a study that proves that this is a thing. The study that that exist is I read it. It's terrible.
I've read it.
It's so bad.
I mean, it's like this wasn't peer reviewed, or there wasn't like a control group, and
Or, ethical at all.
there's somebody with an agenda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like there's clearly like you have written the answer and are like working backwards to get to
Exactly.
that. So
And no one wants to reverse their abortion.
right. So that's going to be on the docket next Wednesday at 2:30. So if you want to come hang out September 18th as a belated gift
Yes.
to me and Clarissa for our birthday, that bill will be at the Senate Health and Human Services Committee. I think that's the name of it. I don't know. There's a lot of committees. So just hang out with our best friend Peggy.
It's been a while.
Yeah, we haven't been able to just scream, "Do it, Peggy."
Get it, girl.
Say it,
My
sis.
Sharona.
You're a liar.
Woof. But there's other things happening at that committee that are going to be worth actually going to listen to. There is a bill to establish a maternal health month, which is really exciting, as well as the anti-discrimination bill. They're going to be doing a petition drop from Equality Ohio, I think,
cool.
next week. So if you are in support of LGBTQA folks getting, legal equality and discrimination being not legal,
Yeah.
come hang out.
If you're not, kick rocks.
Yeah, just leave. Go listen to my podcast, you weirdo.
Get out of here.
You're not. And then also in other good news, Michelle Lepore-Hagan, a representative from Northeast Ohio, I think Youngstown-ish.
Sounds right.
That sounds right. She had her sponsor hearing for comprehensive sex ed bill, which is really exciting. She's introduced this every time she's been in the General Assembly. Hopefully this goes
need
somewhere. We really do need it. So hopefully this goes
Yeah.
somewhere because she's an angel and we love her and she's so nice.
And it'd be a nice counter to the fake sex ed bill, the anti-sex ed bill that
right.
NARAL has. Yuck. Talk about woof.
All right. I'm never going to get over that he's younger than me.
I don't understand anything. Like, my whole concept of humanity has changed. Like, what? What?
Whoops. Sorry about your luck. So yeah, hopefully the comprehensive sex education bill would go somewhere. We really love to see some momentum happen among that. So if you have a state legislator who might be, you should call them anyway about like lots of different things, but specifically the comprehensive sex ed bill from Michelle Lepore-Hagan is great. Tell them to say no to HB 90. I am terrible and don't know the number for Michelle Lepore-Hagan's bill, but she's great. Look it up. Just say comprehensive sex ed bill. We'll probably figure out what you mean.
It'll be the only one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Womp, womp. Yeah, I don't have anything to say. Those are just like annoyed sounds into the microphone. So, in other news related to comprehensive sex ed, we here at NARAL are going to be doing town halls.
Ooh.
The first one is next Thursday. That's on the east side of Franklin County. We're going to be addressing 4 topics. So we're going to be talking about comprehensive sex education, homelessness, abortion, and childcare.
Cool.
So just kind of like the run the gamut of your life of like things that can happen to you as far as like sex. And we're going to be doing that with our friends at Kaleidoscope Youth Center and
cool.
Democratic Socialists of America Columbus chapter. So
Nice.
yeah, no, I'm super excited about it.
That sounds nice.
Yeah, so we're doing one next Thursday, 6 to 8 at the Driving Park Library branch.
Okay.
And then we're doing another one on the 3rd of October at the Hilltop Library branch.
Same topic.
Same topics.
Cool.
Different legislators. So
Cool.
because we have 5 of them at the east side one, and that's Senator Craig, Representatives Crawley, Russo, Brown, and Lightbody, sorry. And I'm blanking on the 4th one. Leland.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then
That's your
My neighbor.
yeah, and then on the west side we have Representatives Boggs, Miller, Russo again, and that's what we are. We have Rich Brown on that one. So
Any Republicans?
no,
No.
yeah, none of the Republicans responded. The only Democrat that just declined our invite was Representative Beth Liston from the Dublin area. So maybe she just couldn't swing the dates. It happens. It's tricky because like next Thursday, like next week is when the legislature actually comes back. So like we'll see if everyone who commits to coming will actually show up.
It's a busy time.
Yeah, I'm stressed. But I'm really excited about these town halls. Hopefully, if they go well and get good turnout, we're going to be doing a municipal town hall in the spring, which we can probably do a little bit more cool stuff with that one because who knows what kind of things we can introduce at the city level that would never pass at the state level.
Like maybe we could get like Texas and start funding,
Yes.
covering a patient ride. Like that's
Yes.
amazing.
Yeah. So Texas, like the state of Ohio, doesn't allow for like
Direct funding
of abortion at the municipal level,
That's
but
practical support.
yeah,
Yes.
Austin, Texas just passed practical support, so that could be like funding.
Big ups, by the way. Like that's
That's amazing.
very cool and forward and incredible and beautiful.
So what does practical support look like?
Practical support is anything surrounding getting care, like getting a ride, getting childcare, having a doula, like anything that's not directly just funding abortion is practical support.
Dope.
We do a lot of that at Women Have Options,
Yeah.
patient rides and sorting out hotel stays and all kinds of fun stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it'd be really great to be able to do practical support. The interesting thing that like might prevent us from doing that, so the Texas legislature, they come back 5 months out of the year, like
Mhm.
every 2 years. So they can't really stop them from doing this municipal practical support until probably, I don't know, next year, maybe in 2021. Unlike the state legislature in Ohio, that is just year round every year. So as soon as they get wind that Columbus City Council would be passing such a thing, it would probably be immediately outlawed, but that doesn't mean we can't try.
That's true.
So big ups to Austin, Texas.
Yeah, so cool.
So Columbus City Council, if you're listening, we coming for you.
Yeah, we want that.
We want so many things, and you have the power to give it to us.
Give it to us.
Give it to us. Also in good news, Toledo is having their first reproductive health happy hour.
Yeah,
That's
that's so
exciting.
cool.
Yeah, and the funds that are raised from that one is going to go to Capital Care Escorts.
Yeah, it's so cool.
Yeah.
I love them.
If you don't follow Capital Care Escorts on Facebook, you should. They're hilarious and great and show you just
I think
like,
they're on Instagram too.
oh yeah.
Yeah, and they're hilarious.
And we have escorted there.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love the escorts in Toledo. I love the Toledo like I just love the Toledo volunteers. They're so
I
cool.
do too.
Yeah.
And I love that they're having it at the attic on Adams. That is music. Don't ever change. I love the Toledo accent. Literally sounds lyrical to me. And I love it. And it sounds nice and pleasant and beautiful. And I want to be immersed in it at all times.
I mean, you could move to Toledo.
I know. I could.
Or we could just like transplant all the Toledo people down here. We're working on it. We've already got one of them.
Nice.
Yes.
So that's happening, I think, on the 25th of September. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm super excited to get that going because we have a really robust reproductive health happy hour here in Columbus.
Mhm.
We've been getting it off the ground in Dayton and Cincinnati. So maybe we'll just have like 5 or 6 statewide and we'll just be like, what up, Ohio?
Yeah. Represent.
So
It's such an easy way to meet other
Yeah,
pro-choice activists.
It's such a great way to get in the space and like do it in not in like a legislative intense like at the state house way.
Right.
It's like way to casually meet people. It's
Right.
nice.
I mean, that's how I got involved with like pro-choice stuff here in Columbus. I went to like a lobby day in 2015 and Jackie Mostow was like reproductive health happy hour. And I was like, that sounds like
Oh, I
something
love
I would
yeah,
like.
it's so easy to do.
And here I am now.
Yeah.
4 years
Who
later.
is July?
I don't
Is it
remember.
Root? I might need to reach out to them. Root, if you're listening.
July. It's September.
Shit.
I was like, why are we thinking back?
I'm at September. God.
It's probably us.
I think it is actually you.
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
I could plan it.
Okay, cool. Cool. We work really well together.
Yeah, I don't have any for the rest of the year, so
It's probably
Shoot.
us.
Drats.
Darn.
we can't put this on the radio. It's okay.
Sorry.
So yay for Toledo getting that off the ground. I hope that gets going and gets happening. Columbus's reproductive health happy hour has changed my life, and now I guess I am accidentally the chair because I make sure people sign up for something at least every year.
I think I just became the chair because I said who's doing it, and it's me.
Yep, that'll happen.
It's just that easy.
And then October 17th, we're going to be doing sex trivia in Dayton. We're going to be doing it at Toxic Brew, which is a brewery, as you might imagine, in the Oregon district. That's where we do our like quarterly stand up for choice there. They're just a good group of folks who are super pro-choice and love to have us. So come learn more about sex, see what you know about sex, lose or win. I don't know yet. Should be a good time.
Yeah.
So
I'm down for sex trivia. You and I respectively came in first and second at the
We did.
Urge.
We did. Because we know our stuff.
Yeah, we know about sex.
Yay. I think that's all our time. So
NARAL's The Morning After is a production of NARAL Pro-Choice Ohio. Find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at ProChoiceOH. Enjoy the show.